Welcome back. Dun, 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 dun. We have Giggly in orange, Soul in blue, and up in the booth we've got me and none other than Jaddy. Jaddy, how are you?
Oh, chilling out, you know me. Good 50 there by Soul. Keep it in his opponent's goal line. He's gonna have to retreat boost now though. Giggly on the attack. Can't pick the ball up.
Very interesting matchup we have here against two people with similar play styles. I know there's been a little conversation between the two of them about. Ooh, nice.
Great defense.
I think a key of Giggly's approach is going to be the bounce shots. You know, not just shooting them on target, but above the net and going for double touches. He likes to do that.
Right now, both players just kind of testing each other, playing each other in midfield.
Not a lot of ball possession being had.
Not since the very first 2 seconds. Just kind of launching at each other.
I think Soul's trying to play more passive, trying to bait Jaddy, or sorry, Jaddy, trying to bait Giggly in, so that way he can get some quick return goals on open nets.
A great fake challenge by Garbage on the other end to gain possession of the ball. His attack now. Again, playing the outside of the pitch a lot. Soul stealing that ball away. Blew it out in the midfield. Can't get around it though. Picks up the midfield boost. Shot on net.
Nice.
Usually will turn that away. Ooh, he misses pop though. Still can turn this, he can make it. Well, I like the little camera check to see where Giggly is. Taking his time, eating a few seconds off that clock.
I was going to say, it was a nice save by Giggly. He threw the ball all the way to the side so that way Soul wouldn't have a direct follow-up on it, but he missed his next challenge, and without boost he wasn't able to get back.
Giggly in the area had a nice fast shot there, but off the crossbar.
That right there, well, not right here, but the defensive play there is something we don't see out of Soul, or didn't see out of Soul a lot. And
Ooh, good pop.
right there's a defensive
Get back
outlet.
around it. 2-0 at halftime. Soul tricks up. You've had matches with both of these players, have you not?
Yeah, I faced both of them. They were my first two, I believe.
But which way do you expect this to swing then?
Both players I think rely on confidence a lot. I think that's both where they you know, morale, and I think that it'll depend on who can get better morale to start the match.
Soul coming off the ceiling, he misses it though.
Wide open net for Giggly if he can turn this around.
Yeah.
And he does.
2-1 with 2 minutes left. We'll see if Giggly can dig himself back out of this hole.
Confidence, I think, is the biggest difference that we'll see. Who is more confident in their play style going into this? I think that's who will come out on top.
Kickoff. Giggly will win that. Get boost. Missed the ball though. Gets back behind it. Taking his time. Pop it up. Going for an air dribble. Soul's good on the defense though. Loses control of the ball. Giggly gonna put it up in the air. Just get possession. Get boost. Soul trick, get that out of his net. Pick up the ball in midfield.
Good patience.
Good shot. A little off though.
Half court shot there. Would have been great if it was on target. Nice boost steal though.
Giggly coming off the wall. Little trick. It was good to get possession of that ball at first, but then he gave it away. But Giggly left it. Boost over ball.
Zero
He was
boost.
thirsty. He was thirsty and he wanted that boost.
And he didn't go straight back to net. He went straight for the ball, and instead of going straight for the net, I think he would have had a better chance at making the save if he would have gone back to net right there.
Mm-hmm. Giggly winning kickoff again. Has possession. Full boost in the tank. Couldn't get the flick off though. Lowell's looking a lot better. Pick up both of those pills.
Nice shot there.
On that. Blocked by Giggly. Boots whole trick out of the way and then grab the ball for himself. At midfield, bouncing it up. And having the power on that shot though. Whole trick will take it all the way back. Increases lead 3-1, 46 seconds left.
Good turnaround there. You see a different playstyle out of Dakota than normal, and I think this is the kind of playstyle he's going to try to adopt going into the playoff bracket, is this patient, non-attacking playstyle of waiting for his opponent to make a mistake. And depending on who he plays, I think it might work, but we'll see how it works in the playoffs when you have people who don't miss.
Giggly coming out of his own corner. Good defense there. Locked it up. No boost to attack though. Double trick wins the race to that one. Putting the ball up high. Giggly, a good bounce off the corner there, but thought he might come off the ceiling for a second there. Shot not on that though.
I would have liked to see the ceiling there as a maybe a more boost conserving play than trying to jump off the wall. Either way, I don't think it was making a difference as the game ends 4-1 in Dakota's favor.
I think the stat lines tell the entire story of that match as well. We saw Soul Trick just running all over Giggly for pretty much that entire match.
Giggly needs to settle down. I think his biggest critic has always been himself, and you know, he puts more pressure on himself than he needs to. You know, he's someone who can do the mechanical plays. If you give him space, I mean, he can sit from the top of the key and shoot and go 10 for 10. He puts too much pressure on himself, I believe, and because of that, it makes his shooting percentage drop. And when that happens, he puts himself way out of position. And I think we have another color change here. Back-to-back games.
He needs to take some of that pressure off himself and put it on the ball. I think fast attacks are what's going to pull him out of this one.
I think right now he's letting Dakota dictate the pace of play. Definitely.
Indeed.
He'll win that face-off though and get some offensive pressure. Is that a card change, or has he been in the Dominus?
I believe it's a card change, but I can't remember what he was in before.
Was it a breakout before? I suppose I'm not sure.
He has been in the breakout lately. Still trick, shut on net. Will be turned away by Giggly.
Not enough power there from Soul. Good idea though.
Being patient. He couldn't quite catch that though. Gives it straight to Soul Trick. Soul Trick will do him the favor of handing it right back to him. Giggly, good pop, but not enough speed on it.
Low boost, and this is something you said in the Zack and Squanch series, using all your boosts on the offensive side and not having any to get back, and you saw it right there, and that's why Dakota pulls out with a 1-0 lead.
Indeed, if you're going to use all your boosts, you better be sure that you don't need to get back with it.
That sounded like a shore with an S-H-O-R-E kind of shore. An exaggerated one, right on the edge of the beach.
Well, if you have no boost, you're left on an island and nothing to do.
So, I guess all you got is shores then.
And GigglyGarbage will great defense on his side of the field. Pick up the runaround, run it all the way back.
I think you saw an opposite of goal one. I mean, the exact same play, just opposite color and opposite person doing it.
Third kickoff, 4 minutes left. And Giggly will go under the ball again. Maybe the card change wasn't the best idea for him. But maybe he proves me wrong with a great shot on net. Still Trick couldn't get around back behind it and takes the lead. 4 minutes
The
left.
the fake there, the unintentional fake, I believe, baited Soul into thinking he had more time, and Soul went for boost, and Giggly punished him.
Here you see kind of a neutral kickoff, both players going for boost. Giggly will pick up the ball. Slight shot on net, I don't think that would have been in, but Soul Trick turns back around.
Ooh.
Aerial challenge.
This is the start of where things go really wrong for Soul. He's done really
Trick.
well.
He missed the boost on that steal too.
Yeah, playing the patient game, and right there you see back-to-back early challenges going out of his way. It's worked for him. I don't understand the play
Good
style
demo there.
switch.
It's a great demo there, taking possession in midfield, coming out of his own side, bouncing it up. Doesn't get the bounce on it, but enough speed, I think, threw Giggly off.
Definitely rewarded for the speed. Definitely not the flick he wanted, but just enough for. I think Giggly respawned and went straight out for the challenge instead of grabbing extra boost, so he didn't have enough speed to or patience to play that ball correctly.
Soft shot on net, Giggly will pick that up. One on the other side. Hey, wow! That's a great flick from GigglyGarbage. Chop pop, I believe they used to call those. Great work, go under his opponent.
I must be too young because I have no idea what a chop pop is, but beautifully well done. That's the third time in a row you've seen Soul early challenge. Not something he did at all in the first game. And I think if he keeps doing it, it's going to be more of the, right there, again, he's changing play styles. Might work, might not. I think it'd work against other players, but Giggly thrives on that kind of play style. I think the better option is just to keep the slow play. It was working. Don't fix it if it's not broken.
Great challenge on his own goal line, and Soul Trick will take it all the way down, tie up the game, halftime.
Teamwork chatted by Giggly at the nice. Apparently Soul didn't take too kind to that, so he'll I don't know if that's friendly banter or a little bit of mixed chatter.
It's all friendly until someone loses an eye. Good defense by Soul Trick. Looked like Giggly was trying to come off for an air dribble, lost control of his car, and Trick will take it all the way back. Take the lead for the first time in the game, I believe.
That right there is a mistake that Giggly consistently makes, and I think you see it out of myself too. Players who have a lot of mechanical abilities, but go for risky shots that they know they can make, but they don't execute well on it, and it's way too risky to be going for it, especially in a tied game on match point.
Ooh, great challenge there by Soul Trick, but he can't get around it in time to turn it in. Giggly will put it across his own net, pick up the boost. Challenge, can't pick it up.
Nice,
oh, great
50.
challenge on the goal line. Tying it up with a minute and 41 seconds left. It's seeing a really good game here.
This is fantastic. I've loved this. I mean, not just to mention the 4-1, 4-1, 4 that we have on our scoreboard until the face-off starts and time resumes, but I think one thing that Giggly doesn't have is the flick. He doesn't have the flick down in his arsenal quite yet. At least not perfect.
He's been attempting it, and that Zack there won't result in a goal for Soul Trick. But he's still going to try. Giggly plays off his own goal line. Soul hits it around.
I'm not sure if this is really good gameplay
Tight shot.
or misplays that we'll just see who misplays last.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of panic play on both sides. Soul Trick will take it around his own side.
4 minute left.
Giggly will take a shot. Off the post.
Again off the same post. Wide open net for Dakota.
That'll leave Soul Trick with enough space to take the lead back with 48 seconds left.
It's been panic is what I've seen so far. I mean, good gameplay, panic gameplay, which makes for interesting and intense, as both players feel the intensity of this match point being tied up, or was tied up, I should say, before Soul put in the last one.
Oh, good control from Giggly. He'll put it in. Tie up the game again.
Beautiful shot by Giggly. Great car control, great ball control. Gets the boost steal, I believe, and perfect pop over Dakota with 36 left. Ties the game.
He may just end up taking this to a game 3, if he has anything to say about it.
He can do that one or two more times, I have no doubt.
Soul Trick in his shot.
Not
Knows Giggly
quite-
hasn't picked up his boost yet.
Did not get enough boost, or else I think that could have been a goal in the opposite direction if he would have picked up all 3 boost pads that he went by. Great.
Giggly, oh, a little unsteady, but he's able to get the save.
This
Get
is
the
it.
demo.
Can he get it? He goes high with it. Nice
Oh.
save by Dakota. That's the thing about Giggly. He goes for that double pop.
Good shot
Soul
on
the
net.
op-
Oh, just off. We'll have
Giggly
a
goes
first
for that,
kickoff.
the double pop there. He elects to use that strategy constantly as the face-off goes maybe more in Soul's way, but Giggly will get the boost, and looks like first ball possession. The shot's downfield. This is arky and not quite in, though. Nice save by Soul off his back wall.
Indeed, you don't let that bounce at all. Giggly playing off his open backboard. Soul pick up his corner. He got that boost. And Giggly did not have enough to get to it. So that's 5-6 to Soul Trick. 2-0 in series. Just an incredible performance out of both sides.
Well played by both guys. Dakota really needed this series win. He needed it to bounce back in the standings, and well played in overtime to keep his composure, and nice shot to end it.
As you said, I think we just saw there Giggly just getting in over his head, trying to take bigger bites than he could handle there. Left his backfield open one too many times.
Well, either way, a close series, a good series. Not the game 3 we wanted, but either way, I think that game 2 makes up for it. What a great game 2. That'll do it here from me and Jaddy. I think I speak for both of us when we thank you for tuning in, and see you guys in the next one.